Okay, so we are going to understand the term retained earnings, okay, and related aspects. Okay, so it is the amount of profit that is generated by the business entity and which is kept, or we can say which is not distributable among shareholders. It is mostly used in expanding business projects. Okay, so we have defined that what is the actual meaning of retained earnings. Okay, so it is the amount of profits that a business entity keeps in its reserves, and it is generally not distributable among shareholders. Okay, so let's say suppose an entity generates $1,000 of profit in current year. So it is very likely if the entity is practicing the distribution of dividend to the extent of, let's say, 70%, that is $700. So $300 will be retained earnings and $700 will be the dividend component. Okay, so it will, the dividend component will go to shareholders, and retained earnings will be used for expanding business projects. Okay, because sometime it happens that the company will be in need of funds, so that is why this portion is kept always, so that the company will never run short of funds. Okay, now let us understand where where the retained earnings balance will come. Okay, so first of all we have written that what is the actual meaning of retained earnings. Now the retained earnings, it will first come to balance sheet. Okay, why that so? Because it represents that what is the actual amount that entity is having in terms of reserves to expand the business projects, to fund the day-to-day business transactions. Okay, so this account will be classified under this statement. Okay, now what happens when there is a specific purpose to prepare a particular statement, so that it will be created specifically for that purpose. Okay, and in that case we will have retained earning statement. Okay, and that too is also required as per regulatory requirement. So this one as well as this one will have retained earnings balance as the one of the components, okay, which has to be reported as per regulatory requirement. Okay, so that's all for our solution. So that is why we have two choices that matches with the current solution, that is A and C. So the correct choice is A and C. Okay, that's all for this solution. Thank you.